everyone, and welcome to the latest Warcast. Warrior Sparta's holding up a mug.
Merchandise.
So you join me, Alex the Rambler. We also have the regulars, Lionheart and Warrior of Sparta.
Yo.
Hi.
And our guest today is Haxo. He's a Twitch streamer, is that correct?
Indeed, I am a Twitch streamer. Well, God, things and stuff. But yeah, I stream on Twitch. I mostly stream Total War Arena. I also do some of the Total War battles and other games as well. So it's me in a nutshell.
He's also the hunter.
Yes, I do hunt things.
Hunted.
Have you ever hunted anything?
Deer.
No.
Pigeons.
But I probably will now.
Women.
Get some
Women.
guns and whatnot.
We thought you'd get you on this month because we were thinking before, well, who should we have on as a guest? But because it's all about EGX this month, we thought we'd get you on because you were there with us, weren't you, for most of the time? So, you know, good to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here, actually. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Welcome.
You're
sir.
very welcome, sir.
Yes.
And
You
it's
better be
my first
appreciative.
one for a little while as well.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
He's back.
I'm back.
And
Can we insert like a round of applause there or something?
I'll find the sound effect.
Right.
Yeah, see what sound effect I actually find.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is all about a post EGX wrap up.
It is.
Which, if you don't know what EGX is, it's the UK's largest games convention. So kind of like PAX and Gamescom, but in the UK and smaller. So all four of us went, and there were loads of games on show, and we'll talk about loads of other games in a bit. But obviously, Total Warhammer was there.
The first playable demo of War Warhammer as
Yes. Ambush at the Thundering Falls. Rambler, what did you think? Because me and Warrior got to be rather cheeky and infiltrated the studio early.
Code.
Yes, throughout this Warcast, keep an eye on all the windows because we'll be holding up codes for various Total War games and Total War Arena, both game codes and gold codes, because we were given loads.
well.
Code.
Hopefully they're legible.
Yeah, if not, well, this has just been a very terrible giveaway.
Yeah, this has
Yep.
been awful.
I think mine's flipped as well, so enjoy that, everybody.
So yeah, Total War Warhammer, finally got my hands on it. It was pretty awesome. Where it's in the kind of the replay, I watched it a few times before I actually got my hand on it. So I kind of knew what to do in the battle. So I actually managed to win first time on hard, which is pretty sweet. Got the t-shirt, the Respect the Law, the green t-shirt. Everything played out very nicely and very smoothly. It seemed
actually.
quite optimized for a pre-alpha, but then it was just like one battlefield underground.
Yeah.
But the detail in that battlefield, though, despite just being a corridor, there was lots of little kind of nuances and like lots of additional details, which I was very impressed by, especially where you got to see the conversion of the underground tunnels from like dwarven architecture just being kind of vandalized by the orcs and goblins.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet.
What about you, Haxo?
Yeah, it was actually quite interesting. As I'd lost my first two battles with had Peter Stewart there right behind me, just laughing at me, pretty much. But yeah, when eventually I won, it was more like you got to focus your attention on everything that goes on at the same time. So it's the ambush, obviously. So several flanks coming in at you. So it's quite intense. Even though it's the same battle as you go along, the AI actually changes to where you are positioned as well.
Yeah.
Which was quite interesting for me as well to play.
I mean, from the AI perspective, it's still something they're obviously working on, and it's probably
Jesus Christ.
Rambler's going crazy with them codes. So
Get
We
them
Who's
did
out.
ever-
we did have a lot.
who's
I
ever
need to put them in the recycling bin.
who's ever pausing, you need to lift up a little bit, Rambler, so they can get the gold one as well.
Gold.
To the left, to the left.
Always believe in your soul.
But AI wise, I mean, I would say probably for the Total War series, AI is still something that is probably one of its weakest points at times. But there was certainly some improvement with the Spider Riders. They were flanking and targeting the Dwarven artillery, and if you expose them too much on a flank, they would dive straight in there, barrel charge right in, and try and weaken that, because that was your strength in that battle. That your artillery is doing a stupid amount of damage and breaking morale, knocking down units. So,
But don't forget as well, they have said that the AI is more adaptive in Warhammer. It isn't the same. It isn't scripted as much.
I
so
want to.
one battle will play out differently to the other.
I think. I mean, they said obviously for that it wasn't scripted. So yeah, it did change as you played, and your games would have been different if you'd played multiple ones. but I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit still until I can actually kind of just get into a random generated battle and just see what the actual AI is like. I know people want to see what siege AI is like. We want to see what sieges are like as well.
Do you remember when Attila's Last Rome campaign came out and he brought out the battle? Oh, what is that battle on the Last Roman campaign that's brought in? It's a new battle.
Historical.
New historical battle, yeah. The one Belisarius is attacking or defending against Assassins. And the AI in that battle is very different and it's not the same. It's unscripted. So I think they're trying to try that out maybe in that battle as a sort of testing ground. But I feel a lot of the Attila content and how Attila's sort of been designed in a way has been a bit of a base test for what Warhammer is going to be in some ways. So
it certainly looks like there's the more we see of Warhammer, the more kind of features that you see in Attila that you're like, oh, that could easily be adapted over, like the raising mechanic and stuff like that.
The Battle of Dara, that was it.
Battle of Dara, there we go. Yeah. The raising mechanic in particular looks like something that would, the greenskins would use something similar. You would have thought to like completely decimate cities and things like that in their path. And
I posed a question to Richard Aldridge about the fact that maybe the dwarves will have a sort of expeditionary force to try and reclaim Corax, and he couldn't really answer it direct at the time, which is understandable. But I think there could be something along those lines in the design. So it'd be good to see how that one adapts. Because obviously that's all about the dwarves, isn't it? Right, trying to reclaim that back, their lost lands and what they've their old kingdom. So
cross off grudges.
Yes, yeah. So the grudge bearers is actual kind of dynamic missions and victory conditions. And I think he said one of them for the dwarves was to kind of strike off all your grudges, sort of thing.
They're adaptable, aren't they? Because grudges can sort of happen throughout the campaign.
They can form as you go. If you lose a couple of settlements, then they're going to be like, you need to retake this because this was a slight against you that you lost it, and what have you. So yeah, it seems quite good. There seems to be like loads of depth. That just seems to be the mantra with Warhammer so far. So much depth.
And we had more depth, didn't we? Added on because they've now announced that there's 2 legendary lords per faction or per race.
Yes.
So we've got
more to come with DLC.
Yes, DLC for Warhammer. It wasn't going to escape it. Yes. Yeah. You want to summarise briefly, Rambler?
Yeah, come
on. If not, we'll link to yours in the description, and we'll link to interviews in the description as well.
Watch the video anyway. Well, no, they were just saying there's that one little line in the most recent dev blog saying more legendary lords will probably be released for playable factions as free DLC and for normal DLC as well.
So of course, get like culture packs of legendary lords almost.
Yes, yeah. But again, I don't think that will just be packs of legendary lords and that's it. I think they will add, like they've done with the Empires of the Sand, they will add more to it than just that, I'm sure. But
I mean, the legendary lord, each legendary lord that they've shown, each has its own very distinct playstyle and its own kind of personal campaign.
And the thing is, it's not just a different like character portrait.
I won't finish my point.
You're also getting like skills trees and stuff like that. So it's not just the actual. It's not just kind of like a face value. There is actual depth behind it. Sorry, Rambler. I did interrupt you there.
It's fine. I won't bother now.
Oh, come on.
I've lost my train of thought actually. So
Legendary Lords DLC.
Yeah.
I was pretty much going on the same line as you before the interruption line.
Great minds.
Well,
yep. So obviously with the dwarves, and they have Thorgrim Grudgebearer with his great book of grudges. How is the new lord, the Slayer King? Is it? How's he going to fare? What's his quest going to be?
He's got his own kind of internal strife from the need to kind of go out in a glorious death, glorious battle, and to actually manage his kingdom. So I imagine he's going to be a lot more aggressive. And a lot more aggressive playstyle than that of maybe Thorgrim.
I reckon there'd be some quite cool like items that you could equip to your Slayer King if he takes down some big beasties.
And then we found out. Oh God, more cows! We did get so many from Dogberry.
Yeah,
it literally gave us a catalogue. Oh God, even more coming in.
I think mine's slightly flipped though. So yeah.
But we did. We were told as well. Obviously, the legendary lords can't die. Much like your hero hero characters, but big characters in sort of like, for example, like Julius Caesar and Caesar in Gaul. You know, the fact that they can't die. They will just literally, if they're slain in battle, they'll just go for a rest period, won't they, of a few turns and then come back.
Oh, my head wasn't chopped off. I was just wounded. Just a flesh wound.
These are legendary characters. They cannot die. So we've got them. The lords can, like our normal general, aren't they? And then obviously heroes who are adaptable, both to the campaign map and the battle map. But they said they brought out there's an actual new legendary lord skill tree, isn't there? Which they're going to bring out, which is all just for them, so they can, you know, adapt their skills, add mounts and things like that to their.
Have they said how many kind of sort of tiers that we'll see to skills trees? Because I think they said they're quite extensive, weren't they? They weren't just like Attila's, which are...
It's on skill points again.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many tiers there are to it yet. But again, you know, that's going to be more campaign. I think the campaign reveal will be a lot. I think that's where we'll see our biggest change in a Warhammer. The most diversity will come in the campaign-based part of it, I think. Obviously, the units are a lot different, aren't they, now? But I think the campaign will have a lot of features that we haven't seen yet.
Although there are some features which are going to be missing. I think Rambler covered those as well.
It's just naval battles.
In a nutshell. But I think that's quite good, actually, because...
Yeah, it's the... No, you go.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Go on.
No, it's all right.
I was just going to say, no, naval battles really haven't been great since Shogun 2. Have they, really? They've never really worked.
No, they've been all right, but...
I mean, balanced, have they?
When you see when the ships actually ram together and one gets blown up, that's pretty fun.
Oh, it's great.
But, yeah.
But they've always lacked a little bit of balancing.
What do you think of like Attila's like naval battles, Rambler?
I haven't really played them much.
Okay.
Either have I.
I mean, like, because I thought Rome's naval battles were like they had so much potential, but they never really worked. Because it's like transport ships for like what the first 10 patches were seriously overpowered, and you could just ram through everything with a transport fleet, which didn't make much sense. Because you were like, why do I need to build a navy when I can just ram through whatever I come up against with my transports?
Yeah. I mean, so I can see the way of doing it, but go on, Rambler.
Because like the old world, looking at the map, it doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot of oceans and stuff like that. I think there is in the north and the west.
No, the west, yeah.
The west.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's more focused on the land battles. So it's just
so it's going to be
which is a good thing, and they've got aerial combat for the first time as well.
Yeah. So you've gained aerial combat at the cost of, well, that it may not be at the cost of, but there's just not that much focus on, as Rambler said.
It's a good point, though, isn't it? The west coast is only the part of sea you can get. So as opposed to like Europe and North Africa, where you've got the Mediterranean, you've got parts of the Atlantic and etc., the Aegean, you've got quite a lot, haven't you? So that isn't the case in Warhammer. And I suppose, as you say, they're trying to add more to the battle.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they add in more sea regions potentially because there's 2 like standalone Warhammer games as well. So we see how they expand the campaign map there. Maybe there'll be more sea, but I assume we're just going back to regular old auto resolves for naval.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's I don't know, to be honest. I've been so kind of caught up with all the fantastic looking land units. I've not even thought about naval units, but I have seen some fans sort of say, oh, there's a wealth of naval or different types anyway. But
it did cross my mind, but
in the actual tabletop, I don't think there are navies, are there?
No, I think it's just the law sort of thing that just deals with it. So I think, it kind of apparently, I think they're taking the same decision that they've said that there's not going to be standard bearers for units. Is that the reason for they said there's currently no plans to include actual standard bearers as physical models / units within the game. We took this decision that we'd rather spend the time needed to animate the models for all the different combinations of races and troops and make more units and characters instead. So maybe that's sort of the same thing with naval battles. We could add them in, or we could just expand the kind of land-based troops and aerial troops, I guess, as well.
What are they making customizable then? The banners themselves, or the actual things? There's something that's going to be customizable.
Well, battle standards.
That's it.
Are you get an opportunity to unlock, earn, or steal magic banners for your armies.
That's it.
But these will be indicated in battle through, as described from the thing, a glorious or distinguishingly depending on your race, embellished banner indicator. Can't read.
Do you need glasses?
I probably, you know what? Actually, hang on. Where have I got? I haven't got actual glasses, but I've got gaming glasses.
Can't you put your glasses on? Because you look very
Well,
sexy.
the thing is, you'll see what I'm looking at, and it's nothing dodgy yet. But
Nothing dodgy.
see,
Oh, right, okay. Yes, that's your monitor. Oh, before we go any further, Dave, how's your office coming along, Lionheart?
My office? Yeah, well, I don't have a bed anymore.
office tour.
So, what's going to happen? Are you going to leave that corner like it is, or are you going to change things
No,
around?
so we're going to put a bit of 2x4 down there. No, we're going to get another bit of wood to extend the desk down here.
Yeah.
Put a PC down the end to do all the rendering, so I can be recording, doing all that stuff. Then it zips on over to the rendering PC, starts rendering it while I'm recording the next one, and also that'll handle like live streaming stuff and
All in
bits
time
and
for
bobs.
Warhammer.
All in time for Warhammer, hopefully.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the little corner. It doesn't look like, actually, when you look at it for the camera, it just looks like you've got like an empty corner, but it makes my room look at least double the size.
Yeah.
And it was only slightly larger than Harry Potter's cupboard before. So I have expanded. I now have a king size bed. I haven't had a king size bed since my second year at uni, and I've missed it. Going back to a single. Don't do it. Don't ever downsize beds.
Yeah,
It's
no,
horrible. Oh. But
The cupboard.
yeah, so
So,
well,
we
magical
digress.
banners.
We digress.
They're a thing apparently, but they're not actually kind of on units. They're like hovering over them or something. But I don't know exactly how that works because we haven't had a chance to actually use magic yet, have we? We've always been up against it, but we've never in any of the demos that have been shown or you had a chance to play Ambush of the Thundering Falls. There was Knobnails, which is a fantastic name. He was a shaman. He cast Curse of the Bad Moon in a couple of battles I fought.
How did you find it when you played it? I know, obviously, Lionhead, but I mean, sorry, Lionhead. Sorry, I'm joking.
I'm never going to live that down. I'm just like, oh,
the comments were littered. The comments were littered with it.
Oh god, of all the.
I know. Did it cast it when you were playing?
What in that
Yeah.
on the YouTube gaming bit?
Yeah.
No, it didn't actually. Didn't
This is
actually
again,
cast
that's
it then.
something that's adaptable.
Yeah, so it doesn't always cast it, but then I think I may have shot him in the face with manual fire mode with an organ gun.
Fair enough.
So I think he was well dead by the time. But in another battle, it did go through my organ gun and half of my quarrelers, and that sucked.
Yeah, it did with mine actually. I think the only thing we've used really is magical items. What was it? Magical? Would you cast the Thane? The Thane's he had some sort of like a hammer thing.
He had a charge, and then I think the hammer ability was like a debuff on enemies around him.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be interesting when we can sort of, as the Empire, the Empire, cast a Comet of Cassador, and that'd be pretty good.
I liked Thorgrim's fire ball spell that he had, although I didn't realise he had it in the first battle, and then I accidentally shot it into the terrain directly in front of me, and it kind of bounced up.
Brilliant. But yeah, it's great. I mean, a lot of people seem to get a lot of good responses from the people who are playing it on the demo. Well,
Yeah,
EGX,
most people seem to
do well. I mean, it was good interviewing Richard as well. He seemed to be very passionate about what's happening, and obviously he couldn't say much. Of course it's going to be like that, but I think he was sort of telling me that the vampire counts will be very big reveal, obviously, with them hopefully soon, and obviously then I think a lot of people want to see them. A lot of people want to see them. Well, I asked him.
Yeah, same. Yeah, he went, that'd be nice. I was just like, yeah it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So you never know, guys. CA could be trolling us.
It could be actually, yeah. But I think that's going to be a lot of people want to see them now.
It would make sense, though. I mean, the one time of year where we've got this vampire type faction. When should we release it? Christmas?
Easter.
Easter, perfect.
What I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do another video with skeletons in it.
Is that nearly a year ago? Is it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
There weren't skeletons in it, and then I put on the thumbnail a skeleton, and then people.
Is it your most disliked video ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more
85.
people weren't too pissed off when I did like the zombie video with Ottomans instead of zombies. But it's because there's no. It's because you want to use like the Bashi bazooks or whatever they are, the really good melee unit the Ottomans have, and you just do swarms of them and try and defend a fort with just like 3 units of infantry, but you can upgrade them as much as you want. It's quite a fun mode, but yeah, I think there were a couple of people saying, where are the zombies? Oh wait, they're the Ottomans. But it would be good if someone made like a zombie model and like changed it for the Ottomans. I'm sure it could be done.
Definitely could be done.
Zombie mode.
Going back to what we were saying there as well, didn't they reveal a new Empire faction lead as well? Do anyone remember his name?
Oh, Balthazar Gelt.
Boom.
That man's
Thank
on
you.
it.
Thank you very much.
I'd probably pick him over Karl Franz, to be honest, because I think he's more.
Is he more
he's a lot-
scheming?
Yeah, more scheming, a lot more intrigue. Kind of uses, I guess, I'm not calling Karl Franz dumb or anything, but I think he's a lot more intelligent.
Shots fired.
No. Karl Franz
Deathclaw
is the
swoops
typical,
in now.
like, heroic warrior king.
It seems to be, doesn't it, that they're
it's just-
having a 2 for each, aren't they?
Yeah, it suits like different play styles for each faction leader. So that's
Yeah.
why, Balthazar Gelt. I think he's also a grand mage or wizard or something.
He does look like he's some
well.
kind of spellcaster, doesn't he?
There's a
Yeah, he's
specific
from the
phrase.
college. He is from the
He
college.
looks like he's got like a book and some kind of like, I don't know, is it like an orb or something he had?
Yeah.
He looked wizardy.
He's the
think he's-
supreme patriarch of the College of Magic.
That's right. I thought he was in the college.
So Gandalf?
Yeah, pretty much.
I am Balthazar Gelt, and I come back to you now. No, stop.
Yeah. But we'll get a reveal on the greenskins, won't we? Because a lot of people, I think you like Lionheart yourself said it on one of your videos that obviously they're revealing vampire counts, but then you never seem to mention greenskins. Obviously, they must have a greenskins reveal like they've done with the other two. haven't they?
Yeah.
I know we've seen them already, haven't we?
We've seen them, as the enemies, haven't
But
we?
we haven't really had a sort of a biography on their generals. We haven't really seen much of their.
We saw, was it Grimgor Ironhide in the Battle of Blackfire Pass? He comes in with his big old axe and like charges in, does that insane
right.
jumping animations, like nah.
Well, they're going to go, aren't they? They've got the 4 factions. They're going to. I'll probably cover them in depth, aren't they? I mean, what do you think, guys? In terms of release date, I know we don't know yet, but I like a good speculation here. What we think?
We're gonna put like quids in.
Should we do a bet? Yeah,
Do a bet?
I'm up for a bet.
What we betting?
By the way,
here?
we don't know, guys. We generally don't.
Yeah,
know
I have
this.
no
We
clue.
We don't know. We don't know. But I'm thinking now I've seen that demo, like we did Londinium this time last year for Attila.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too far off. Maybe up February, March.
I
don't-
reckon maybe April.
I'm gonna put £2 for May.
I'm not betting anything.
But
I was
Oh,
going to say May also, but
do you think so? Because they never
Yeah.
released the game in May, have they?
Until Total War Warhammer.
to the
Maybe-
internet.
Maybe when was Empire released?
That was
March?
September.
Was it?
Empire was a March. I thought.
Napoleon was February.
Everyone's researching. I'm not.
Yeah,
researching,
Empire.
Empire was March. Sorry.
Thank you. I remember. Yeah, I remember February. Napoleon was like February because I was off traveling then. And I had to try and buffer. I think it was one of Prince of Macedon's videos from Australia on satellite internet. That does not work.
Your aunties.
Any Australian viewers that are watching this somehow, how?
The Shogun 2 was March as well. So it seems like
March.
Rome 2 was the odd one out.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Attila was February, wasn't it?
I think
yeah.
it's that kind of first end of first quarter, start of second quarter. That's what. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for May.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if people want to comment down below when they think it's coming out. If you choose the exact date, maybe I'll come back to this video when it comes
May
out.
17th.
You're saying May 17th?
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
saying
I'll
May
say
9th. I'm saying May 19th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If anyone comments down below,
And if it happens, I would say if it happens on someone's birthday, but someone's going to probably lie about their birthday, aren't they?
well, no. If they get the right code, if they get the right date, they get a free code of it.
Yeah, I was just thinking if it happens to come out on their birthday, I'd buy it for them. But I don't know how I'd be able to validate that it was actually their birthday.
Yeah.
Like, I know, can you give me your parents'
your
phone
birth
number, and I
certificate.
want to call them up. When was your child born? Maybe we'll do something like that, I don't know.
That's a lot of money. Can we
Warhammer.
ask CA for a code?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I'll buy someone a game. I would buy everyone a game, but I can afford one 30 or £34 game.
I'll be in Canada, so I'll probably be poor.
Oh, yes, because you've left Dovetail, haven't you, man?
Yes, I'm a free agent once again.
look at little sparkle there.
So left Dovetail, and in 12 days at the time of recording, I'll be flying off to Canada.
So what are you going to do in Canada, Rambler? What's the plan? Tell us.
Get a job.
Get a job.
Yeah, and then hopefully find somewhere to live because I haven't got either of those yet.
You should. I always love to see like a. Can you do like a little quick like daily vlog, like a 2-minute like just quick update of what's happened?
Or just like on is it Vimeo? Is Vimeo?
Periscope.
Periscope. I could do a
Periscope. Periscope like every day, just like a quick update of what's happened to you, like
daily update.
Yeah.
My bank account's slower.
Yes. Got chased by a tram. Do they have trams in Canada?
They do in Toronto. They don't in Vancouver. They do have a SkyTrain in Vancouver.
SkyTrain.
Yeah.
Periscope on the SkyTrain.
Whee! I'm not going to do it straight after the flight. I'm going through customs. So, guys, I'm just going through Canadian customs.
I think you
now.
should.
There's a border security agent. Oh, they're coming up to me with a baton. What's going on?
It's going up my bottom. No.
Sir, you need to be searched right now. Sir, you need to stop filming. Sir, sorry.
Hey. That makes it Canadian, right? Love it. Anything else about Warhammer?
Yeah, the last thing on the How Lords work, actually, the Adventure Ho.
Yes.
How is that going to work, do you think? Because it's like, you don't need to have a full army. You could send off your lords and their agents like off on a grand adventure to find probably various artifacts of Warhammer lore. Or just to like kill someone, I'd imagine.
It is rather teasing, isn't it? Because it just sort of suggests that, yeah, you could have an army just full of your heroes. So what, they'd be one-man units. And it's kind of like, you could forge like, well, obviously the Warhammer equivalent of the Fellowship.
Yeah.
Wander off through the world, and what could possibly go wrong?
Like an expedition.
Sweet.
That would be
Really?
awesome.
So it's just adding like an RPG element to a Total War game. We haven't really seen that kind of aspect before.
That's what I've wanted for Total War to develop to for quite a few years. I just want more role playing, and more development for my characters, so that they ideally mean more to me. I'm not going to probably feel that maybe as much with the Legendary Lords, because I know that if they do get wounded, they'll come back. But like Lords and stuff that can actually die, if I've leveled one up to the maximum level, I'm going to really care if he suddenly gets killed, or falls to a giant or some kind of huge mega Arachnarok or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, just reading it now. Oh, you've linked. I just noticed Total War have done your video of your EGX demo.
Yes, I'm now known as Lionhead.
Chris loves you, doesn't he?
Chris Pratt from Eurogamer. Yes.
He really
he's
loves you, doesn't he?
He's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy.
He loves you.
Hi,
Can you
Chris,
get
if
me
you're
a
watching.
gerb?
Gerb. Does Eurogamer have a Canadian branch?
They should have Euro Canada Gamer.
Euro.com. Surely it'd be Canada Gamer.
Let's see if that's
You searching Canada Gamer?
Gamer.
That's really interesting. Sorry guys, I must admit,
Oh.
I didn't know about the Adventure Ho.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that, but I'd just seen Battle Standards. And
that could be really good. That is like a Fellowship stuff, isn't it? That's like
stuff about mounts.
The war to claim back Erebor, etc.
I'm actually not too happy that you can't dismount cavalry. I think
I
that
don't
sucks a
mind.
bit. Because I like the versatility that you had with that. You had a really quick mobile unit.
Is it cavalry, or is it just mounts?
They've said characters and units that join battles mounted will remain, so they won't be able to dismount during the fight. I quite. Yeah, you could dismount since Empire.
Yeah. She had the dragoons, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess is that part of the whole thing they've said with banners, that it's just gonna take too long to animate all those dismount animations, and then you've got to give them different animations for fighting on foot where they'd be mounted. I mean, for a game that's meant to be kind of full of depth, that doesn't sound like a depthy feature, yeah. Which I'm a bit disappointed about, because I really like that. I really like the dynamic of switching from quick mobile to probably slow and steady formation.
You can't really do that in the tabletop.
No, that's true. Yeah, your units are how you glue them together.
Yeah, they've got to keep to the license of Game Workshop.
But then it does.
The law. Age of Sigmar, best thing ever. This means like nothing to people that don't play Warhammer.
Yeah,
I don't either, but my friends do. So they don't like Age of Sigmar.
well,
I haven't heard good things generally from the community.
I'm not very au fait with that. I'm learning as I go on Total War Warhammer, and that's my limits at the moment. But we had a great time. I mean, we recorded a little bit.
We played a lot of a game called Coup,
Oh yes.
and things got heated, very heated.
Oh, actually, hold on.
What's he doing?
Yeah. It did get raided. Now he's gone.
I
Got
dig
to
it.
snipe. Got to snipe.
Yeah, you don't want to snipe out, like assassinate one of his characters.
Takes it very
Ooh.
seriously.
He
Yeah,
does.
Coup was great.
That is like a true betrayal. That.
Yeah, what's he doing? What's he doing?
I was meant to give it back to you, but I forgot.
Did you
so,
take one of the
yeah.
cards?
No,
No,
I
you
didn't
took
take
a
one of
coin.
the cards.
You took
I
one of the
got a
coins?
coin. It
Oh,
was
that's
left on the
fine.
table.
That's fine. You can
So
keep
I'm
one of
the
the
winner
coins.
of Coup.
I should.
I am the Duke, and I shall take my tax.
Well, bollocks, because I'm the Duke. Those you haven't played Coup, you have no idea what we're talking about, but it's great fun, and it's a really It's not actually that easy to. Well, you need to play a couple of games, and
Once
then
you
it's
play a
good
couple
fun.
of games, you get the hang of it.
Yeah.
But we were there for all 4 days. We chilled out at night time together. It was pretty cool.
Drank some beers and played a card game or two.
We got to record with Total War. Don't know if that will come out or not. Yeah, it's supposed to be a bit of their rally point. It should be
We
good.
might be in a rally point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
Not-
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's good fun, and we all took part in the arena dev session by playing as the Barbarians in a match alongside Dogbert.
We weren't
won.
barbarians.
Oh no, we weren't Barbarians. We were in the
Tier 5 for some reason.
tier 5.
Is it Thermopylae?
Yeah, I was playing Germanicus or something like that.
Ditto. I was playing Germanica. Sorry, Haxo, you were on the other team, weren't you? So you lost.
I did lose.
Smack.
No, it is a good game.
How's everyone
Fortunately-
finding Barbarians?
Great. I love them. I really enjoy them.
Not played them enough.
Oh no, the infiltration, as I said on my dev interview, the infiltration ability is fantastic.
What is it?
Really,
What
if
is
you use
that?
it, basically, if you initiate it just at the right time, it will, obviously, as you go up in the tiers of it, it will last longer. But you come across to the enemy as if you're an ally. And then, obviously, until the point of engaging the enemy, you appear still as an ally. So when you obviously get behind him, charge him straight away, they won't know it's coming, bang, you've got him. And you've completely trapped them down. I did
is
that
pretty
with a couple
cool.
of Archer units. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I
Brilliant.
saw the video you did on that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because they
Very
have
funny.
Cav at tier 1 now, don't they?
They do to eliminate sort of skirmishers, which
But
is
it's
quite
but it's glass cannon though, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
They're really weak
Most of
Cav.
the units that the barbarians have are kind of glass
Well,
cannons.
I suppose it's good because they brought in that scouting point system, haven't they? So you scout, you get points now. I think that's obviously what the cavalry will do for you,
Oh.
the barbarians, as well as defending. So when I used to defend with my spears, it was a waste of time. But now actually there's a little bit
Yeah.
to it, so you can actually get some points for it, which is good.
I think we're due Vercingetorix next as another barbarian
Correct.
commander. But apart from that, what do you guys reckon will be the next actual kind of culture that's added to
Well,
Arena?
They talked about maybe bringing the Byzantines in, possibly, maybe as a future one. They're looking at the mainstream ones. He said that Jan, when I was talking to him, said that of course, you want to see maybe the Greeks. The Carthaginians,
Yes.
as a faction. But then you can't really put them as a split faction. Maybe you'd have to get them into a group of maybe the Egyptians.
Yeah, African.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly. But they're looking at maybe other time periods later on down the line. But that is definitely not what's the word I'm looking for? It could be a possibility. That's the thing
Yeah.
I was going to say. It's something that they are always looking to try and bring in. If it's going to be cross-playable, obviously you'd have to sort of work that out because you can't have Napoleonic infantry against.
I just want samurai versus legionaries, right?
Yeah. which would be a great spectacle. And they
Yeah.
also said about the possibility of maybe looking at siege warfare in terms of having a siege
Different game modes,
siege
yeah.
mode, yeah. Prestige system. I asked them about that. They said looking to do something after tier 10.
Nice.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you get people like Hannibal coming in as generals going forward. Maybe
That'd be good.
Yeah, Hannibal definitely.
I can't
So-
keep up with Rambler's code pace. Seriously,
No,
it's
no,
on fire.
It's amazing.
They also aren't doing account resets, so now is the perfect time to get in and play Total War Arena.
Especially with the beta. The beta.
Hint, hint, codes on screen.
Yeah.
The beta has really moved it forward, I think.
I do need to play it a bit more.
Yeah.
I just think when it goes to open, maybe at this stage it will go from closed beta to open beta at one point before it goes actual to
I'd
final
have
build.
thought so, because you've probably got to do,
Yeah.
I guess, stability testing on that many people jumping
Yeah.
in, and
Well, they need to launch North America as well, don't they?
yeah. You thought you'd probably get like an Asia and a North America one, wouldn't you?
Someone said on Reddit today that it's one of their most highly anticipated games. They feel that the game's got a lot of potential, and I quite agree with them.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the success of like free to play like War Thunder, World of Tanks, World of Warships. They're all it seems kind of quite natural for planes and tanks and ships to do battle, but this is something quite unique with actual kind of infantry engaging and what have you, and cavalry of that period. There's I don't think there's any free to play game that looks at kind of the ancient world.
No, it'd be great to see Egypt in there. I'd love to have an Egyptian based faction in there at some point. Egypt would have some great units.
Scythe chariots.
Yeah, tier 10. No, but that was one thing they did mention actually, was the chariots.
Oh yeah,
The mechanics of it would be difficult to try and work out. They're trying to work that out.
I assume it'd be the same as they probably wouldn't have elephants for Carthage, just because that's
Oh,
Well, and mention that. They laughed
Flying?
about that. They laughed, but then Doug Brick came out with the lineup, which is obviously understandable, balancing. With elephants, you could have really tried and work that out and what tier system it would be at. But I think the mechanics of trying to maneuver around the battlefield
surely
would
be
quite
top
hard.
tier, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean they're an easy target for artillery. A flaming shot, if it's anything like elephants in the main game, a flaming shot will make them berserk straight away. So
Can you
almost in
imagine
a way,
them?
maybe they're too weak, to be honest, and too slow to actually make them a viable unit in an arena, just because you'd probably be able to snipe them out.
yeah. It is quite fast paced, isn't it, Arena? So probably struggle.
But there's great possibility there. I mean, we've mentioned them before, haven't we? About For Honor, that game that Ubisoft are bringing out. The element of bringing in Vikings against
Oh,
the element of bringing samurai against Vikings against medieval knights.
yeah, clash
imagine that
of
arena?
cultures and eras.
Does look really good.
Yeah. I mean, again,
Wasn't at EGX, which was disappointing.
no, it's a shame they're more doing Syndicate, but
Nor was Fallout 4. Sorry,
no, it's all right.
just thinking of what wasn't there.
They mentioned about that as well. I wouldn't be surprised again if they don't bring out Genghis Khan and Attila, especially
Yeah.
Attila.
Yeah, Huns on the warpath. Just that would be again a faction with like early access to, like, you'd have loads of cavalry early on, and then probably like actual reasonable infantry quite late tiers.
Yeah. But yeah, that because when I mentioned about the prestige system, that's when Jan talked about the Byzantine sort of where you branch off. So you have like your early sort of Marius reform sort of units. You sort of legion. What's up?
Excuse me.
Rambler.
Right. You sort of your classical legionary cohort, etc.
Yeah.
Victorians, and then once you get to that tier 10 system, breaking off and then going on to sort of late Roman Empire, Eastern Roman Empire, Byzantine sort of units and breaking off.
Well, so
that
the
way.
prestige would actually allow you to like develop into a different faction almost.
or to advance it into another period maybe.
Ooh,
That'd be interesting.
that's a cool idea.
But that's a great prestige system, isn't it?
Yeah, that would actually. Ooh, yeah, that.
I just thought about that. Over the last few months. How are they going to try and keep the players?
Yeah, just because I was thinking
interested?
when you said about the Byzantines earlier, I was like, well, if they added in at the same point, surely you'd have a lot of kind of similar, just different skinned Roman units for the Byzantine Empire. But
they're breaking them off.
if you made that as like as you said, like the first tier, couple of tiers of prestige
yeah.
would be like the Marian reforms, and then above that you'd have the, essentially the Roman Empire's died, but the Byzantine Empire survived for 1,000 years, longer essentially, and so you have those commanders develop and carry on. You have new
Exactly.
ones replace them through the
That's the
prestige.
possibility.
I like that.
But then, would you think to yourself, okay, would that be an exclusive game mode you only be able to play at when you've hit Prestige, or would you play it in a normal game as well?
It gives you something to work for, though, doesn't it? Because it would
That's
mean
it.
that faction's actually a
you the
full-on
appetite.
progression. You can only get that by actually getting to, like, tier 15, as it were, sort of thing.
And then, obviously, they're going to look to try, I presume, add in, game modes where you can actually go into a party and play just lobby system games. Maybe that would be an option, as opposed to doing a sort of a 4 players jump in and you play anyone at random. You could actually join in a party and play against another party, possibly like an actual custom battle mode, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if that wouldn't be an option, because then you could probably choose out your map, choose the conditions, things like that, basically. So, possibly.
I like all of that. That sounds good. And they've teased that there's another map in the works, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, because we just had, what is it, Rubicon?
Rubicon's the new map that's just come out, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another map that's going to be coming soon, TM, as well. I don't know anything about it, of course, but it's coming.
I've heard things about it, but
Yeah.
Whispers in the
say.
wind.
can't say.
Yeah.
Battlefront.
Battlefront, yeah. Warrior and Rambler, take it away, because I did not feel like queuing for however many hours it would be to play that.
Well, because like Warrior Sparta really wanted to queue for like 2.5 hours. So that's why we did it.
Was it worth it?
No.
The first one wasn't. The second one was.
The second one, that co-op one, was really fun.
So what were the two modes that you guys played?
One was a 20v20 with
Yep.
like bots in. Is like battle. Was it the Battle of Hoth?
Mhm.
Battle of Hoth. Yeah. And then the second one was like a survival, but of like waves of stormtroopers you have to fend off in Tatooine.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to probably go in a set because Ed was playing up, so
Your
I
little
may
one.
have to branch off early, unfortunately, tonight, chaps.
Okay. Were there any other games that you really enjoyed?
Zombie Playground, was it? Zombie Underground, was it? Or Zombie Playground?
Nature. Is it Nature versus Zombie?
Was it? I can't remember, but it was a great
Plants
game. We had fun.
Nature's Zombie Apocalypse.
Nature
Yeah,
Zombie
yeah.
Apocalypse, that's the one.
We had a great time on that, didn't we?
Yeah, you play
Yeah.
as an animal against zombies with, like, I chose a turtle with sunglasses and a katana.
It was great. It was very good, actually. That was.
And when you hit your power up, with the turtle, you go into your shell and spin around and take out zombies that way.
It
It's
was
a- it's
great
a
fun.
Good fun little indie game, that.
And
And
fun.
that was that ninja one, black and white.
Yeah, that was good, actually. That's come out now.
Yes.
I think so.
You play as either a light ninja or warrior versus a dark ninja, and you hide in the colour that you're associated with.
Alternates
Yeah.
between the light and the dark. It's very good, actually. Quite good to sort of to try and plan out a strategy of how to take out your enemies. Quite
Yeah. They had a guy dressed up as a ninja, and he absolutely wrecked me when I. It was like challenge the ninja. I was like, oh come on, how bad can he be? I had my beard hat on, so it was like Viking versus ninja. I got destroyed. I don't think I even won a point. He just killed me. Totally, just absolutely wrecked.
good. Right. I'm going to leave you with that code, and I'm going to have to shoot champs.
Okay. Cheers, warrior.
That's what you get when you have babies. Don't have them. Right. Bye, chaps. Thanks
See you later.
from me. Thanks
Cheers,
for
Warrior.
joining
Bye,
us, Haxo.
sexy.
Enjoy the rest of the Warcast, guys. Bye.
So one game I really liked was Thea The Awakening.
Ooh.
Did you? Neither of you played it though, did you?
I think I got a tweet from you saying that you were playing it.
Did I?
I think you might miss it. I may have been like, Rambler, where are you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just in the res zone, and it's kind of like it's based around like Slavic mythology, and it's a cross between an RPG, Civilization, and Hearthstone, and it's just quite fun.
That sounds like an interesting combination.
Yeah, when they were describing it to me, I was like, "What?"
So does it have
But-
cards, like a card element like Hearthstone, or
Kind of, yeah. It's like you have a group of people, and if you encounter some like creatures on the map, then you'll go into like a card-based mini game.
oh, cool.
So like you select which people will attack, and then other people might be able to support them and like boost different abilities and things like that.
Cool.
And then it's all kind of played out in like a turn-based style.
I like
thing.
Civ sort of thing. That
Yeah.
element. Cool.
So it was good fun. So I will probably make a video of it soon.
I played a game called Sheltered, which was about you is it like you're in a shelter, a vault sort of thing, in a post-apocalyptic world, and you have to send one of your family members out to like scavenge bits, and then you build upgrades for your shelter. Like the basic toilet you can build is a bucket. So you build a bucket, and then you're like, go use bucket. So it's kind of like Sims and like Fallout sort of thing.
Okay.
Like a slightly more detailed version of like Fallout Shelter. That's kind of what I was, but it's got like really kind of retro graphics to it.
Is it on Steam? What's it called?
It's called Sheltered. I think it's on Steam Greenlight. I think they said they had it on there, or it may already be out.
Sheltered. £10.
10 of your English pounds, sir.
We would like to load. Very positive.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that game.
But
It looks quite interesting.
one thing I really liked is that when you actually went into your vault, you had like two kind of concrete doors, and if you opened both at the same time, then the alarm would go off. It's like radiation.
Oh.
So you had to like open one, move your character in, close the door behind you, and then open the next one to create like a seal. So I was like,
Right.
I really like that. That's cool. I also played the Escapist Walking Dead thing.
Yeah, I did that a little bit.
I didn't really
but,
understand it that much because I was like, what's going on? I think it was because it was maybe like a mission or two into it.
Yeah.
So I need to like try that again, I think. And that seemed fun, but I kept on dying because I couldn't find enough ammo for a revolver, and zombies are very tough.
Right.
Want to eat your brains?
All the zombies want to eat brains.
I really should get some like diversity in their diet.
That's some kidneys every now and then.
Hi.
Um,
What were you playing, Haxo?
yeah.
I'm sure you got videos of it. Warhammer Vermintide. That was
yes.
quite
Yes.
an interesting game. And obviously I played it in the beta when it came out because I got a lovely code from EGX. So it's
Nice.
quite nice. I'm probably going to get it actually. Get some friends and play some awesome smash hammer into rap people faces game.
So, do you like which character do you like the most?
Well, it's a cross between the dwarf skirmisher, is it, and the Empire soldier with his massive hammer. Just like go around wrecking face.
Just
Quite
remembering
nice.
Rambler like fighting out as a little dwarf.
Hey, look, don't make fun of the dwarf, okay? I fought well.
You did.
I held my own. It's just quite good. When you have like the shield and the axe, he's got like a shield bash ability. So if you're blocking, you can just like punch them back. And at one point, I had like a rat go flying through the air. That was pretty fun. So
Don't forget
it is really good. It is really good fun.
Don't forget George. Big rat
Oh
ogre.
yes, yeah.
George,
the giant-
bad
the
George,
giant
bad
rat,
George.
Yeah. Stop
Yeah,
it.
I like calling them George. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said it's essentially like Left 4 Dead Warhammer, which yeah,
Can't disagree with that.
just looks slightly better. Looks a lot
yeah, it
better
does
actually
actually look fantastic, doesn't
in
it?
some places. The world and like the scenery. I think it was when we got up to the top of the tower. You said, Rambler, that it was like, wow, look at that burning city below us.
Yeah.
It's
It looked good.
it looks good. I want to play more of it. Basically, it's out end of October, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah, soon TM.
Very soon, TM. I played Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And-
was that?
Yeah, I've been playing the beta now because it keeps getting extended. In fact, I think it ends like tonight or something like that on the 4th.
Oh yeah.
It's being
it's-
recorded anyway.
Yeah, it's like now. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like it because it's like Counter-Strike Go, but just a bit different. I quite like the setting. I think there's still a fair bit of work to do to it, I think. But yeah, I quite enjoy it. It's fast-paced, it's good fun, and I somehow managed to get 7 kills playing on a controller, which I'm awful with a controller. Yeah. Played Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Was that good?
I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, it seems like they've made it so there's even more ways that you can go about assassinations. Like they started doing it with Unity, that there's like multiple routes to assassinate someone or to infiltrate an area. And with this, there were so many different things you could do, which all could, if you did all of them, it would contribute to making the assassination very easy because your target would be like made to go out in the open. There'd be lots of the guards would actually like disappear because they'd been bribed or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it was good fun. The combat, because obviously it's like Victorian London, you wouldn't really see people walking around with swords. You have a cane which you smack the living crap out of people with, and some of the animations of that look absolutely brutal. You're playing as the female assassin and just smacking people around the face with your cane, and you have a grappling line thing that you can now do to certain buildings and ledges to traverse, which is quite cool, like that. Yeah, so I also queued 2.5 hours for Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I think actually was worth it because I absolutely loved the reboot, and my girlfriend essentially came up to EGX just to play Rise of the Tomb Raider, and she loved it as well. I don't know what it is, but I think they've really captured kind of the essence of the sort of the Tomb Raider world and because the early years of Lara Croft and sort of these ones. But yeah, it was good fun. The puzzles were, I actually didn't get them the first time. I had to like look at what the person next to me was doing. It's like, oh, you go and smash that gate, do you? But yeah, it seemed good. I want to play more of it now. It's annoying that it's a bit of a timed exclusive on Xbox, but I think it's coming out early-ish next year on PC. But I don't know. I think it'll be quite a bit longer for PS4 users.
Yeah, I thought, is it a year? Is it?
I think it might be a year for PS4, but I think this may be actually one of the benefits with the whole Windows 10 thing now is that Microsoft with like Xbox are getting a lot. I think they're willing to potentially work closer with PC launches. So maybe I think I've seen somewhere saying that there might be even like January or February for it on PC, perhaps. So.
Oh yeah, there's no official date. Early 2016.
Yeah,
but
sounds
the
promising.
Xbox One and 360 release is November 10th.
Which is really bad because my girlfriend really wants me to buy her an Xbox One for. I'm like, and no, it's not enough. It's a good game, but it's not enough justification getting an Xbox. I saw Haxo, you've just traded your Xbox One in, haven't you, for a PS4?
I did, yes.
So I feel safe in that knowledge that I've chosen the right console, the PS4.
I sold mine.
Your Xbox?
No,
or PS4.
I don't own any consoles anymore.
Console free.
Yeah, I'm trapped. Moving on.
Moving, yeah. I saw you sold your car as well.
Yes, yeah.
Called it Ben.
Sorry?
Do you call it Ben?
Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Why do I think your car was called Ben? Maybe I have
my
another
first
friend.
one was called Boudica because it had the because it was blue. Like the woad colour. So I called it Boudica. It's a Peugeot 206.
I haven't called my course or anything. Probably I should just call it a disappointment because it's a 0.9 engine.
Good
what
disappointment.
What can you do with that? Disappointment.
Yeah.
Again.
That's what the cat's called.
That's what the cat's.
Wow.
Poor cat.
What's wrong with the cat?
What's wrong with Fluffy?
Is it there? Can you pan over to the cat? Is it in the room?
She's not in my room now.
Oh.
She's
Take me a
all right.
picture of the cat.
I will.
I like cats.
I would say something else then, but I'm not going to say it.
I like pussy. Is that what you wanted to say?
What was it that Haxo was going to send a picture of it? Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Well, yes.
Well.
Anyway, anything? What else? I got electrocuted in the prison architect chair.
Oh, was it actually like an electrified one?
No, they just like it was sound effects. But I was just like,
okay.
Bit of static there.
Yeah. Wasn't the food just amazing? You had a choice of Subway or Weatherspoons.
I've had so much Subway. I never want Subway again.
Oh.
This is coming from someone that loves Subway.
And it's double the price as well, isn't it?
It was bad, and it's also like in a car.
Yeah.
Randomly in a car.
And people in the UK that know about Weatherspoons, which is a chain of pubs, you know how much you love Weatherspoons food. Just imagine Weatherspoons food, but you have to wait like 2 hours for it.
And even then, they get it wrong.
Yeah, you're just the number of dishes that came out instead of Ramblers, and then one did come out, and he's like, "Yeah, that's still not what I ordered." Dear.
Oh well.
But
I'm not sure there was a whole lot else going on. We went out for dinner in Birmingham.
We went to Wagamama's.
Yeah, went to Wagamama's.
Because we went to a pub which you'd found on your phone, which had good star reviews, didn't it?
Yeah, and then it just rammed. We couldn't
it looked
sit
rammed
down and eat comfortably.
And it seemed like a proper bit of a local.
Yeah.
So we walked around a little bit, and then we found a lovely local Wagamama's.
Indeed, lovely local one.
Thank you, Birmingham.
Yeah. So I slept in Chinatown and didn't really get any sleep.
Yeah, that hotel.
The hotel was actually nice. It's just it had no soundproofing whatsoever. Oh,
Hear anything good?
excuse me. So I just couldn't get any sleep. There was like noises all night. But I guess you get that with a city. I'm not going to get any sleep in Vancouver, am I?
Just a small farm boy going to the big city.
I do live in a town now, but I live in like, a little quiet road. So it's...
Quite different, yeah.
Oh, this is strange. Google's apparently found has picked up that I've got a reservation with Airbnb, so I'm looking at a map of Vancouver and it's just like pointing out, your reservation's here.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Google. It's not that far from the airport. I don't know what it is. Usually on the SkyTrain, then a bus.
SkyTrain.
Vancouver.
So that's it, really, isn't it? That's
Next time we do a Warcast, it'll be from Vancouver.
yeah.
Well, I'll be in Vancouver. You'll be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have another bit of wood down on the desk.
A shiny new PC.
Hopefully.
Gotta love some wood.
That wood, bro.
Just gonna give a couple more codes away before we...
Yeah, more code. Oh, actually, I've just reached over to where I pushed the stash, and I've got the last one that I put over there. So there we go.
Is that your final one?
No, not my fault. I've still got like a wad. I've got a wad. I would love, though, if throughout this whole thing we've been throwing out these codes and nobody could actually see it clearly.
Oh, yeah, I know. It'd be hilarious.
If
Well, I'm
that
not
has
on a clip,
happened,
so-
if that has happened, guys, what I will do is probably go through, I don't know, the first 20 comments that people that call this video, and I will put over message you a code for Arena, whether you want it or not. You'll get one. I will do that if it hasn't worked. But yeah, that's post EGX.
Post EGX Warcast. Woo! What were your favourite moments of EGX if you went there? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, what games are you most looking forward to that are coming out in the next couple of months? What do you think of all the stuff about Warhammer? And check out Haxo. We'll put a link to his... Have you got a YouTube channel now?
I do, yes. I'm starting to put stuff on there.
Cool. We'll put a link to his YouTube channel, but mainly his Twitch channel is where he does his streaming. Do you do it regularly on set days? What days do you stream?
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, which is about 8 p.m. British time. Total War Arena.
Nice.
Haxo the Hunter. You have 10 subscribers currently.
Yay.
You now have 11.
Yay.
Boom.
Lionheart is a related channel.
Yeah.
That relation.
Ding. That relationship, bro.
Let's find your Twitch. Where
yeah.
are you on Twitch?
Or Twitch.
So I guess
You
yeah.
haven't linked your Twitch in your...
I have it somewhere, Jolly.
You can put it in the little top right-hand side bit of the... This you should be able to
How
do.
to YouTube.
Yeah.
Lessons with Rambler.
Yes. $20 an hour.
Canadian?
Yes. So that's like
How much is
under
that?
£10.
That's actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah. I will give you YouTube advice, people, for 20 Canadian dollars an hour.
Whether you want it or not.
And I will
I'm just
invoice
gonna
you.
start sending some money.
Actually,
to
no.
Rambler now.
Payment required before I give any tips. So, Haxo, you need to give me money now.
Okay, get my phone. It's like, boop, boop.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys at the start of November.
Yes, hopefully we might have even more information.
War information.
I don't know. I imagine they're going to tease more Warhammer stuff every month now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Keep an eye on Halloween, guys. I think, despite them saying, yeah, Halloween would be great for totally vampire counts, yeah, we're not saying nothing. I think that would make a lot of sense marketing-wise.
It would. Yeah. We'll see. Because we'll have to see, won't we?
Yeah. And remember to let us know the exact date when you think Total Warhammer's coming out, because whoever puts it down, I will be finding your comment and coming back to you when it does come out. And attempting to offer you the game. So, yeah. Get commenting.
Do it.
Is this where we say goodbye now?
Yeah, we need a set, sign-off thing.
I've been the Rambler. This has been the Warcast. Good night. And then I could just walk off.
Hey!
It'll be like
fantastic.
Like Meltdown all over again.
what?
Like Meltdown,
It'll be like Meltdown all over again. Except I can't really throw this mic.
but with cheaper headphones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Lionheart X10, you know where I am. Links are in the description to things we've talked about.
Yeah.
So sign yourself off.
Bye from Haxo the Hunter. Yay. I'm just gone now. See ya.
And goodbye from
away.
Warrior Sparta and his son Edward.
And it's goodbye from me, the Rambler. I'm holding an about. Please turn off the webcam now.